Senior Prophet of Prayer Palace here. Yem Papa, Prophet Emmanuel Adjei. Papa Kwaba.
Yeah, so
What to say? What I did there?
Super.
What's that?
They are just promising me.
Super.
What's
They are just promising.
Papa, me who?
Because I'm the of some say I joined there.
Papa, I didn't show ne super.
I beba.
And I'm cancelled.
And then
we am pam
because Madonna say
we am pam.
Papa, so what damn. A chain diabo.
Oh, Papa, is super tadnef. Papa, you want some address? Is any business of my brother?
Your brother.
Well, sure.
I'm sure, sir. Obia bread different.
Okay.
Because it is your name or testimony.
Okay.
Na me frɛ obia.
Join me live on Facebook. But me miss one word from Prophet. What facing life. Family level, cultural level, ministry level, we're too quiet. We're too quiet for your ministry. We're back down. He is a leader of the church. He has a lot to share this morning. But if you don't love the man, don't miss the message. Message and nipa na walk can word ne ban se bebo afa bobra. Join me live on Facebook. Happy 98.9 FM on Facebook. But you need sua de ne. Wo be ready ati ni yi. Wo tike mu abom de ne tie nsem Senior Prophet de beda yan na pay. And enye preaching it's about life. Yeah, a man for you say for your home nsem. And it's about practicality of life. Papa, afi Ghana my too.
Obi Sam is my brother.
So tell why you fine. So bra.
Yeah. Nyame enfro bibia on my message. So everybody has a message to convey to his generation.
Right.
Na message, ebeba abra will go through the pain to understand the message. Okay, Bible says one day God even asks Isaiah to go naked. And after his nakedness, knock as a cockroach Israel said, "Son am I naked in my eyes." So it comes to a time you have to go through a certain life to be able to convey your message. And so yes, it has not been rosy. We've seen the downside of our lives. We've seen the middle side and upper side. And see, yeah, brother, but God has been faithful. His grace is always sufficient in our lives.
But I say for him, if I need a so people would love to know about you.
I think this is the first time I'm going deep into my life. Where I didn't supporting role.
Backing vocalist.
It has not been easy at all, but then God has been faithful. Yeah, one more second day, and me cutting our back pakakra.
Hey, ABK,
yes, the only village I want nickname.
Abakrampa
ABK.
Wow.
You cutting Abakrampa kakra, and it was not easy. And one day, this year, na me share na fancy dress.
Yeah.
My friends are masquerade.
Masquerade, fancy.
No, na me be pa.
Hey.
Na me na from Papa Motia.
Hey. Now we masquerade maybe those days.
Me na me food ya.
I do the other from.
Campone na me na me food.
Over wouldn't frost.
Oh yeah, this is me name say me to me food ya. And na from Kobina was a Papa Motia, something like that.
Because of your high.
Na me sa. Inti omo ya no se yem freje motiam bro he na me huri so na sakeke keke aba krampa inti na ya from camp.
Wow.
Na ya fu na ya ko dress. Those the minimums are still omo ya
still uko we buy is a whole festival.
Yeah. Aba krampa me na me fu sa
champion back up.
Na ya chanti me fu na iko dware na ya powder me bibia na esi form. I was very young.
Wow.
When I'm near ding. I think God was preparing me for what I was supposed to do.
So certain things that happen during our childhood is just preparation.
It's preparation.
Sometimes I want to pass we need train ya made any fast.
Exactly my point. Anytime it's Oba, it was certain kind of attitude that Jano, what I say, and as I guiding me through, don't kill the child.
Wow.
Now I say my little girl is here, very smart, and won't say, oh yeah, I say engineer, when we do or Ashisha way, you got to idea, Naomi, you to idea. On Shamano or better to Ashisha is here. So it's a sign say onia this is a line or beto nti I will say yehwe nti from infancy no na any day pa
ben kwala ni ya behunu
na ja ni akoy fom so kakra na ja kakra na it's a movie back to second D na better na second D with my mother, and that is how life started.
But mo yedro say ma
na ye 5.
Okay,
but you 3 na kamenu mame wo 5.
Wow.
Na obiana ne papa, I think some makada.
Hey,
obiana ne papa, first born, son of papa, second born, son of papa, third, son of papa, fourth, son of papa, fifth, son of papa, the same mother. Not because my mother wanted to behave that way, and I said obebosa obrano, but abrabon sometimes until be a seer, you are quick to judge. My mother was an excellent woman. She was very prayerful, but etono we bana kwenwa no jano we bana ko no jano minyi no I thought say my mother had a problem.
Okay,
but minyi no say altar problem. I explain what
but onyini na won say altar
problem because me said the na ekoso na brabo no na a trigger to everybody in the family.
Oh, okay.
All my aunties, first auntie went through the same, second auntie went through the same, fourth auntie went through the same. My first auntie eberi obi also aware uncle yamano, second one same thing happened also see obi nemba ni bi one so aware third me mama na third same thing, fourth same, fifth same.
Why do you conclude say it's altar problem?
Because a pattern on say unia usha se usia dia. You understand, say, that's what is happening. An altar is a place of judgment. An altar is a place where divinity and humanity meets.
Okay.
And a honor problem, the chassis, a horse a problem ending. How do you know? You know by the pattern in the family. On say, Papa go through the same, your uncles went through the same, you're also going through the same. Say, a trigger down.
It is obi 8 years siana say ohun sadi yare bi esi ebusuyen obia pani bia nyina onya bi nikotodwe no de wu adene to aso obia
and that means spiritual and physical and coincidental spiritual and if an altar.
But say it make say your hereditary say you inherit certain sicknesses and also
listen, behind every sickness is a spirit. That is why Jesus will say the spirit of infirmity. And the spirit behind that sickness and if an altar. No? Doctors will tell you, say, a hereditary, as you said, but spiritually, no, it's an altar. It triggers. And to deal with that issue, I cut it off. Example, there was a deliverance behind me, guy. I was talking many years ago. Your friend is a Busiano Biantina Munche, who did 40 plus and we
okay.
And then AC. To them, they thought this was normal.
40 years.
Yeah, 40, I think 40 to 45. I stand to be corrected. And what happened was that Obayana a detective problem no. A born deliverance as I'm talking with you
hey.
So who say Obeka say be a coincidental, be a busium yare ye nyinche onyiche ni busium but a spiritual when we dealt with it and then no how no obia enya pass that particular limit na you place on that family no. Enti me nyi na me hu say it was a pattern. Obia 1 2 3 oni papa 1 2 3 obia aware na ebusuane mu things are rough, and by so doing I realize no man koye we have to stand and then break it. So basically that is it. If there is another question.
Wow nti aka woni onua ba kope
yeah akaya mienu no ono so bishop e wo
ono so ye sofo
sofo ono convert me ono so
onua na convert o
yeah oye born again no na ye cast on so onko convert obi na o convert me so
e friend say
Bishop Edwin Ewusi Brookman
so ya na sorry wo poku ase top ho no
yeah
is it
Rima Calvary Center.
Yeah.
He's
no.
Biological father and then a brother, senior brother. Nti nechiba is nti omo no mo mfimfi wu ye no. It's my be nechiba direct. Basically that is.
So no say a prophet o so come papa.
He's one of the fathers of the prophetic ministry. Obi a we dig nkom shechi a chepa no, you cannot conclude the prophetic ministry without mentioning his name. He brought prophetic revival to the western and the central region. That's a record.
Wow.
Record.
Prophet Bishop Ewusi Brookman. Oh, brother. Wow. Wow.
So
On that team ministry mo.
On not a team or ministry mo. On not share me. Send a prophetic edition. On not share me how to preach, how to comport yourself in the pulpit. On no mom exposure. In fact, ministerial exposure. On not share. Be ministers and this will share me.
Wow. Wow. Ubia altar edimwachi.
Yeah.
Na mo dem say be this suffer.
But we broke it. And by the grace of God, that part has been broken.
Wow.
Of our lives. Into back to second day, no. Na eja. Niposa. Na no my thing. And it's belief say my mother, my papa, no uskapa. I was told say one of the gasamin penny phone be. Na a die a woman no. No, yes obe home hospital. Obe shame hospital no ka say or kwaba. Ye huni bio.
To who papa da. Na wa shia no.
Me hunda.
Besine.
But before that, and almost since Oba second year, those who are listening to might know the story. Oba second year, nkofo mu fie. About thousands of people should be yes, say he's the people's person. I say or your community father. Because then in some way. But I was not fortunate. Me a woman, you say a political. That's what they told me. They say a political because they were after his life. Empty because they say he can clean. Empty. Or kwaba, no crass or kwaba. Me huni biokusiende. So I was born. I don't know. I don't know. I think I have to start looking for him wherever he is.
So you've never seen your father before?
Never seen my father before. Me hun o chongra minim sa not here.
The unkofo ebre eti kroma say esu na me papa wa mfime na me home papa da. What will you tell them?
Listen, your father does not hold your destiny. Your mother does not hold your destiny. Your destiny is in your own hands. Future, your mother or your father was just a container to introduce you into the world.
Wow.
The fact that ufi ebusia boni mo, the fact that ufi bad parent mo, and on guarantee say, else I will say. Wow. You must rise beyond your limit. And that's a limitation. Like I say, yeah, mommy, but I'll do it. Like Jabez. Jabez was born into a very nasty family. I had endomicrat no so. But opejani mo bompai se rade. I don't want to be like this. And if read down, Jabez became a different person altogether. And so basically that is it.
But when the family be it was not an interest to you?
The saddest thing is that me mommy so won't tell. So the only person who could have answered these questions, me mommy who you know me so. I think I was like me mommy, I think my mother was not happy because she was trying to understand life. Because can you imagine me mommy having this beautiful man, so loving man, and the man dies mysteriously. And don't forget, I spoke about on the altar. Now me mommy born one body, or the boss one now white, or the boss one now white. It may be a mommy baby, and pay be a mommy bobby. Or yeah, everything possible to survive when to me finally you're born. At that time I was in school. I catch him say, I bet to the point say no, I call toilet cry good. It's sad. And that is the reason why I don't joke with my mother. That's the reason why I named my firstborn after my mother. Made me fear to me mommy, and I'm even speaking to leadership. Say, I saw that is one of them cry. I believe say she sacrificed for me. I believe say me mommy sacrifice.
Was it an emotional trauma, psychological issues?
It was both spiritual and physical.
Okay.
As I said, it was an altar, but no, until I say only if you say be a coincidental. Number two, I think my mother was trying to find solution to her problem. Because she doesn't understand why I also, but at a point in time, now, in Kushia, ye chemo and Sunday in Ayache.
What hardship moved to that level?
That is how it was horrible. Christmas be a chen Kushia, ye chem and San. Me did quarter. Remember there, one egg, not crit egg back home. It was so hard to the point, say, me to me and rent a normal house.
That's a chamber house of content.
No. Me I'm normal house I rent be when me rent be into now. On say those days minim say still or hot there. Those days now say ebusuan bia wo ebusuan dan a obi wu a ye de ne ba
e bro petum
I fan say petum ye de da no e wi an ye kwakosie no. That was a house I rent. It was second day. One day be lady be cry for me. I say now minimum etiquette love, and the reflex came back again. If she's listening to me, on my way, and it was right beside Kate Love, second D. Well, what was second D? Kate Love. Is there going much to and a dime be or room be or I want to I did defuno.
Honor be a woo few how much done. Okay.
So basically, no be war. I was say a becca chami mammy so be.
Honor namuda.
Obi until say a pack here no more food. Ne better. A bayom ceremony. We only a pack here no one back into that particular.
To number as a manco fool, manco fool.
It was not soon to no move. I did a bomb pay because I'm bread and so. So basically, every month we have to go through that process. And it don't be an amount na down for
okay.
So it happened over and over. Na fe on to me and we're losing our properties. You know, man, I saying
we be a kugu.
And then we are basically no. Na there was another room we were inside. Into a parking no many na go na yet into my kataso. The into my kataso na madan chain na me de shani yo mano. Na the phone so aba beto.
Kai. Baby did the flu no who say na more than kit to be
in a chamber be ho
kit to be show
when na yede nyoma nugu
okay
na ifunu da those in the phone ba Thursday and bibia asa te de ba ifunu da ho so da on e be dware no nti eseme so me da nyoma na nchen so that I can take care of nyoma na egu ho no it happened over and over. At that time I think I was 9 years old or 10 years ago.
Wow.
So look at that psychological trauma that I went through, and it was not easy. I think at 10 years or 12 years, now if you know my two had sent mommy onto me view. She was trying everything possible, it wasn't working until I just said me to Cote d'Ivoire. Into January, my mother left. She I ain't say be a or shade January.
Only option
be a on to me shani Benin Bressa. So she wanted to go do something. So I was alone in the house. No food, no water, no money, nothing. I was alone in the house. That was the first time I became in business. So what happened was that me 90 from second D, I called Takrade runabout.
I know.
Market circle. There is a rural friends. I think say Papa Nkura actually name then. Rural friends. Me 90 from second D call.
Wow, nim Takrade no that distance the best of 50 her. Now come Alam Junction. Because I know secondary very well. But Nantia for Ponano sa no barbecue rains in no sword and estate more
market circle. And I was praying through. I wanted God to speak to me. What should I do? At a very tender age, I wanted God to speak to me. And we do shop and the BBC get in. But this time in saying I make a sigh. So I got in there. Let me bunko to do boom. No man it's a door now. Minim son he was the owner. I'm catching and say, I'm a young guy. Me mini papa. That's Reno. Untrust me. Say, on mammy, your man, I'm in cotton. Now, me ton we are me this can be breno. Man, you mean I'm sure say, Yami minister to and he burst into tears. Also, say, no mammy, key soap boxing. Empty rain feeder, keep soap. Nine can pan, no more sizes, medium one. No cancer, me corner me for them a pay.
To the box empty na ma kuyi near ma wo pe
good eja misro me yika kitwe bi na osemen konkoton after every week be member sales enonti na me swai from second year
from market circle to
from Takrade to second year me swam me the coy na me ma men say no business be I say those days no more ichini anyway we return cigarette no wa pack go no ko na nko fa pie
na share
blue because deep blue deep blue nti me say ja me ton nti na me kaka nti na me fa Tosca kakra me fa Doba kakra me fa Diplomat kakra
to what ton just nyina da
me fa those days minim say ho dia me fa Tosca me so me bio Tosca Doba 55
king size
embassy and a diplomat to say baby visa and me fa lewa kakra me fa gari kakra na me chichire nkate milo those dey chichi milo me chichi milo no fridge bi so ho eja me fa bag na me me chichire insuo na ye miamia no kakra me dey share mu na me be shop no because I needed to survive. One of the things that held me is that I was very honest. And every week be an call. I go catch papa and say na me toy na me tua ma no ama me bi aka ho na no asa me bi ko school till some ma me back. When my mother came back, na me nya capital e dey ama no.
So you left that business now while running and charge the mama.
Good. And my mom.
Wow.
And she came to continue. And then we concentrated on education.
Wow. 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 So life Ashasiane was not like normal a good day say what that be now when the man or
that be now me cry no me go school crampa those days no second nifi into go square so pam mate nature on say those days na engine no na what na engine so nti na ye hye ne say ya na mapa na cho say on patcho mont na engine so nti nti omo nyina ehu your friend is ehu me so they were omo me anum so oh papa my friend papa my better now so nti I was very popular and I was very quiet, very respectful and also boa me my kai recently a lady be baba sorry na oba me office and then she said she thank God for my life. No se those no me pa de bia na me nam fom na me so ma no to business akọ yo wan so say na me bompa almost all the time nti na that for inviting some prayer palace to whom not and I know him akọ we enye me hu kura say me pija no because way back when he was young 9 years 10 years 12 years di no de bia wo so na bompa prayer walk. So I realized the only thing that I could survive on was prayer. So I was always praying. I was very honest to people. And I made sure I mean give you up.
What do you call honesty?
Honesty.
Chromacy.
Honesty ni chroma. Untumi mbobia. Me ba Ghana. I realized the reason why I for bre is because they are not honest. Most of the reasons they are not honest. Because obiba waka cho say papa mi yamboa. It's much of my capital. What the man 98.9. What I say? Me kwa cotton way. The next minute, no I hear. Me kai one young guy be buy. Sorry, those days. Also when ya Dubai visa. Na opesika to ticket. Edi akwa ye juba. I'm so that's fine. Me the man. Apparently, na yemen kwa. It be about 6 people in the church. Ajo mni asika so they could Dubai. One ko. Afi muzo onem krum. So in this case, no, obi bo cry be a day. Many a times people come, sorry, why very committed, not in a rent. Sorry. So you realize that honesty ain't hobio. There's no genuine honesty. Ubro yem ebo bia. Only akrono on to me, ending huni. That's the right one to me, didn't huni. Into be to me bobia. But I was very honest. I didn't meet me, I mean to me. And I was very consistent with the man, the real friend man. No, I didn't increase in. Debi me call a small box no man can see. I me call between yes cafe taxi, crab parking you go boot. Let me be second day because he trusted me. The reason why you are suffering is say, "Wow, no my idea, ma obi be boa want to me honest to the person. Obi to me obi a page you man or quid man or say no. I'm the boss ni idia or boy or one more need you know you ready. So it's all everywhere. And if you cannot work on yourself in this level, will be around to me. So basically, I think that is it. So when I got to that stage, 3 things in the boy. I mean, number 1, I had hope. I knew that but okay. I knew that tomorrow shall be better. I knew that if my Redeemer liveth, I will face tomorrow. I never confessed negatively. Never in my life. Never once. It's what happened is that I have this cousin called Nana. So they be oka. Me who am say where am next car, where am next house. I was saying big things when I had nothing. I was saying big things, and it has happened today. The next thing was a prayer, and the last one was honesty. And it got to a point that I think I'm in for crying it now. My very first time I me num tea anopa. I said that the B, where Ondebiameka said Nanakoka is my cousin, but in reality, he's not. And you know, to the point I had to go live with them. The Minomo and the father and the mother were so awesome to me. Me who be a wafa nanabin, abenifia washen sada. And they treated me like their own. They saw me as their first child. And my no Mrs. Coca or jollof be till today.
That.
Sa jollof no.
Mm.
And the corn beef. Or yeah, jollof no the corn beef. I want to still or yeah the. It was very powerful.
Baby man, okay.
Very very powerful. My birthday. Oh, tell me how I'm jollof no corn beef. So that was the first time I mean who said no man after the air Danny. At least for the first time I go to school and you could see. Get the car go see school. Me who be that. Na papa no car be fan ladder. Blue ladder. It's in me na your wash a car no. Or be washing you know better in front. So that was when at least for the very first time in my life, you know, I saw something changing in my life and I realized say there's hope for me.
Emmanuel school from primary school. Matters.
Okay, me call even kindergarten or said the name. Me call St. Monica's. Okay, me back crack. Me auntie, yes, I have to also give credit to my auntie. My auntie, I salute her. My auntie, Auntie Charlotte, she really, really, really helped me when things were tough. Second day, it's me moving back. Eba Accra, me no better na Accra, and that woman really, 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 really helped me. The woman was paying fees at 9 years salary, because those days, you know, St. Monica's, they're one of the most expensive schools. Our official town. Now I think that if it's just 12,000 Ghana, said no, and this girl they pay no, me actually do 12,000, but she was consistent. She made sure she gave me the best of education. Because St. Monica's, me call back to secondary, man, be far me back because me to coin as on samba as on kopio. Into be far me call secondary. Your coin they me call Obri preparatory. At that time I think in some year kakra. Me start Obri na me so na mabin. It's in year juma. A calamity hating the because that time no when you Juma Kakra or Obiba JK or filling station, even Obiba JK. It's not Aja Skakakraba. She lost her job. So I'm forced to leave the school and go to Old Hospital second day. Then me call Old Hospital and then me call Westridge. Then me call Westridge first. Then me back Old Hospital.
Just
junior
secondary
me call Ghana National.
Oh, okay.
Ghana National.
Wow.
So I can't kind of do baby.
Cause when I
make I think it's me a general atto. The general. I think so. From infancy, I knew I would be a pastor. Into me call and me compare course na we
RME.
RME I'm friend CRS so Christian religious and be a CRS. Let me a literature because I knew I wanted to be a communicator. It's me a CRS. Let me history. No my history. We a history. Let me a history. Let me a history, literature and CRS.
Okay.
I think so.
And I'm the English math science.
Let me the corner one. But in the classroom can tonight. Martin and me idea pa me mate no me say Matt there number 1.
Okay.
But they are Canadian. No, they. I mean, I'm more yo.
Menkasa.
But what happened? I was born at Old Hospital second. Okay. So what happened was that I was ministry conscious. So even in school, I had that way say I'm going to be big in ministry, and thank God, after all the educational level, no, I made it to
wow. Even at university,
I did a lot of courses.
Wow.
I did some of the university in Cote d'Ivoire. I did some in the States. I did some in Ghana.
Oh. Wow. Why should down call university be our Ghana? We get short courses now the church
you pay do masters.
Wow.
You masters now you do
wow. In but obi agye say wan ko university send me my colleague my tech my school wan ko bi. So you can also do short courses, you can read on your field, keep on pushing yourself, you get to the top. Ministry shall say okay, then no sakra na shall see.
Ministry started at the age of 9.
9 years.
9 years because there was no hope. The only hope you have is your God. I became born again at the age of 9. At the age of 12 now, I was doing about 3-4 hours a day prayer. And my hope was prayer.
3-4 hours a day
consistently. So 9 years. At the age of 12, I think I did my first preaching at Pentecost Church. I was second D. There were now omni when a share war Salvation Army. Me come me message me preach Amos 3:11 or Amos something. In the last day, I'll pour my spirit upon all flesh, and my sons and No, not that one. Sorry, fetch me. I was saying that last day I'll bring a famine in the land, not a famine of bread and wine, but a famine of the word of God. Let me preach that. Now, me preach here now. Me use no musu. Almost I anointing on board. Let me use very.
Now very.
I am and then I cried, and since then it's been like that. And then
because preaching now, who ferry no feel is anointing.
I'm then ya wasa.
I'll say the good.
Then you fed it. Anointing.
Wow.
So it's been like that gradually, and then I had the grace to be mentored by my brother, as I said, and then he helped me through gradually, and I did more of the mentorship, not Meshano, or Yana because he was so busy. At that time, he was one of the major prophets in Ghana. I think those days, but prophets are.
Papa, we see Brookman.
Yomurenia, do 5. I think they were talking. They were talking about Opokunsian. They were talking about Bishop Salifu. They were talking about Prophet Osbempa. They were talking about Kolomega was in Tema, and my brother. These were the people. Those
5 prophets.
The name prophets.
I feel better, no.
I'm talking about the 90s, so.
Okay.
95, so 94, wow. 95, thereabouts.
Wow.
So these are the times.
So, ministry, and I
was with him.
Bible school.
I'm bearer.
Okay.
I'm not turn attire. I'm washing a car. I'm only fee. I'm in net here. I learned from mentorship. I watch him do. I remember one time he began a simple question. Say, if I want to be like him, what do I do? No catch him say, watch me and do what I do. You have the same results. That was my graduation. Asa.
Watch me and do what I do.
Also watch me do what I do, and do what I do, and you have the result I have. Simple. And that was the time, man.
How do I watch? I keep on watching you, but you are doing the thing.
Over to me, I should be on here. What I said, that means steady. No, I should be your school. What he was trying to say, Emmanuel University. And I say same to my pastors. I said, listen to me, I have no secret to teach you. Edroni baby, Azani baby, connection baby, watch me. Do what I do. So for a long time, I never prepared a message on my own. Because Jenny tapes or preach you and my Jenny cassette me preach the same thing. So gradually then anointing taught me so. Then I started behaving like him. So for some time now, for those days, so me preach no be wanting or say we see Brookman. Sometimes I travel to other nations, me minister no be name because you be say it will see. Because I watched him.
Okay.
I did what he did, and I'm getting the results he got.
Tis or preaching or can what kind the same thing. Yanko. Papa said be him. Wow.
So it was cranka. The people do the way do you. Yeah.
One kasa will show ministry as a time bang. And then I could be America. We no say America boga.
I served.
Will be at second year. One 90 be America day.
I served my brother for like 17 years.
Oh.
17 years I was with him.
Now sorry, 17 years.
Near from Global Family Chapel. Near a movie called Holy Spirit Embassy. Near a movie called Faith Embassy. Near a movie called Faith in we do Faith Embassy na
So
at that time, I think God spoke to me directly that this is the time. So I spoke with him. I never broke away from his church.
Oh, you spoke with your brother?
I spoke with him, and he said to me that if I want to move on, then I have to fix, make sure that I So he asked me to stay for 6 months, but I decided to do 1 year.
Okay, I said now 6 months. That's to near me.
I stayed for 1 year because I wanted him to.
Oh, Takrade.
So I stayed for
so
a year.
So dear now, you told me now, Usiano
prayer warrior.
Tell me the process I in your training.
Okay.
I shut down for 1 to 1, but then we pursue or I saw you as a soft binance, and I just softly delay.
Strangely, I was the last person in the camp of my brother. Because my brother, he wants me. Oh, he saw me as his baby boy.
And yes, I will minister.
No. He saw me as his baby boy. He was comfortable with me because I can't mean no pay. So I'm always with him. You understand? I'm always with him. I am ironing for him. I'm buying him food. He was comfortable in that area. I also saw the challenge. I can do better, but I think say he knew what he was doing. I knew say he knew say time so anyamina be pejame. And what happened was that later he made me not me sound engineer. Me a sound engineer.
Okay.
Nti me na me tuni in the microphone. Nti ye pon ya quick. Na say yet me come the office na me kohwe na me parking na me go ne car pam na coffee do fia me say ya serve no. That kind of
okay.
I was like his armor bearer. I was his second assistant, like personal assistant, something like that.
Okay.
And later he moved me to be the prayer director
of the church.
Intimbe prayer director of Faith Embassy those days. Maybe prayer director for some no or yeah me mission director.
Mission director sir.
I was going to branches and the branches and I was strengthening the branches.
Okay.
Intibia Jokwa branch na yako Aguna na makoho na that time no of town.
So if we keep coast, not best yako Jokwa. If we take rather best yako.
So that's what I was
Jokwa will keep coast side.
And I was doing that a lot.
No branches be brave.
He had a lot of branches. I think he still has a lot of branches.
Okay.
He's still doing very well. He has a lot of branches. They are adults in first.
Wow.
They are not in Yabio.
Wow.
So that's what I was doing. And then what happened? I think say he traveled to Europe. So now I have to take over the main branch of Takrade. If you want our pastor in Cote d'Ivoire and Yana say or move free or on Subejai.
Everybody know your prophecy say gift to pastor will show being come for the first time.
I think 17 years. 17 years.
No, 17.
17 years. Me kaipa ons adia no na wo ho, but na ye nim say e enkom hye.
Dear na ho no.
Let me give you an example. Me kai one time na me nana koka na yete ho. I want me who say Sunday abacha ewu. So I say Monday Sunday abacha bewu. I didn't know what I was talking about. Monday they announced Sunday abacha ewu Nigeria. So the thing was there. You could see things. Also there, or feel it. I said mitwa na I said nyansa eba. The next 30 minutes will be 0.9. If I'm mitwa so example obi be frame me. The next minute only I could fresh. So the thing the signals were there.
Okay.
And don't forget, when you get close to smoke, automatically you'll be smelling of smoke.
Okay.
So I was with the man. I was with the prophetic.
And you were doing the right thing, honest, serving him back to back.
So of course the oil is transferable. So it will be transferred onto us. So consistently we're there. And you call Cote d'Ivoire, and that's when they break came. But before that, before I went to Cote d'Ivoire, before Krayema branch, this is what happened. Now I got exams, NIT, and that was my, I'm to IT, that's my field. Into I got NIT those days, and then they say NIT I am quara. Those days, in Esca for big guys. Into made sure me could Roman of Fremi, not Papa, Nam Jesu. I say, oh, I am so me wakra. I never told me I was going to write an exam because if I knew some can on Kasebembra. And she observe say, me person about Jokwa Sisia. I was in a program at Jokwa Crusade, Jokwa Park. No, I sing for Su, not Jokwa, I sing for Su.
Okay.
I sing for Su. I had the option to say me cultural exams. And as I make a meba. But because of loyalty, I never told him say me cultural exams. At that time, now my brother raised $250. That's a lot of money at that time. I cancelled it. Then me file the next bus straight to Jokwa. Asim for me do or no. I was expecting say bia I seen be na aba. I me got to Natare man.
What's it?
I me got to Natare man. Me think crying. I got echo iron entire was in for so.
What happened? How did he feel?
I felt good because I'm normal. Me put oil and me put I know it I'm anything there because I'm in that grammar.
No, Tim said, "Oh, share that oil," and I said,
I wanted to be like him. Simple.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to be like him. I wanted to be like him.
Wow.
Because he not a hero. I don't watch anybody. Me, I'm man. I don't watch any man. I don't watch any woman. Now, gradually, this year, I have a lot of other mentors. Bible says one father but different teachers, right? So I wanted to be like him. The future kwano na call if you ask him for something called Jokwa. And same entire 2 year if you only call Cape Coast. No, you're one of the biggest program in Cape Coast. Those days, if a Usiprikman is doing program in Cape Coast, everybody must close down his church.
Wow.
He's the guru. That's when the prophetic started. And that's when really I was Minka ordained, and I said, adorned. Inti. Oh, minister on the 3rd day, Wednesday. Preacher, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? My name is a t-shirt. I'm a t-shirt. I'm a guest. I'm a guest t-shirt. My mind was not there. Honestly, my mind was not there. Inti o minister no say nyame say mentoaso. How? Toaso.
Time na or no minister no nyame say wo to
mentor administration so na wo wie. Ono nyame na wie for the night. No she or you go me so. Not in the coat share me. No you quote no my microphone and no.
Or the microphone in my own.
Yes, let me hear you matter anajono. And God manifested himself.
That are not what preach here on different occasions.
Yes.
Normal.
Yes.
But then no one news over Shan Commander.
No. Also, say we saw it bit and pieces there and there, but that he released us and the kind of ministration I'm here. No, no catch him say ministry. I mean, you understand? So I've been following for years. Me share a opportunity on my man. The guest child, son or any young year, I then let a fire. A bomb come share din 2, 3, 4 bin then I take fast. And that night was powerful, Cape Coast. The following day, he made me continue. The last day, he made me finish the program. The numbers increased. I want to organize the program. I'm takradi. To me, I do takradi. I want a teacher say, "Hey, Ziad, the next voice is a my brother." So we went to takradi, and it was massive. That was when at least I realized saying his confidence in me, no.
One keep it one person be cut also.
David. The confidence in me, no. I
There's so many so from penny for when even it's time for them to release, it becomes so difficult. I don't know why. Ways of penny. If you can tell us why it is so difficult for most of them to release people. Very difficult.
There are so many factors. What I said, there are so many factors to a man of God not releasing you. Number one factor is ebia on your time on soon. That's number one factor. Ebia no ho e preno. Obi o ha no ho preno. Ebi o shen kon 1 2 office time on soon e wo so. And don't forget, when you are with your spiritual header, na genuine there's all kwa nyako be ya chere no. Me obi obeja me ho akobia no. I am who sometimes I tell the people around me say only akone time aso a oba beko. So the first reason is say me time ya so the first in say
I remember very well. Yeah, first night of restoration. Second night of restoration. Third night of restoration. Me no to them I can say they all how I say all the people around you, all the pastors around you, they will all go. Just say Obiantna because you've seen this Obiantna or better.
I told you say Obiantna. Yes. The prayer palace will have new group of people.
Yes.
I told you.
Yeah, you mentioned the Bekaipa.
And I told my wife.
It's a baku.
Yeah, she was shocked. Even some people at my car so made jam hono. She said it will never be. I said, watch. I said, can't we pray? I said, no, we can pray. That's how it's supposed to be. Because Obiane Mbra.
But do you have issues with them?
No.
Wow.
No, there's some different season. There will be different seasons, right? Obi how about say obe bom with dia. I know dia na yana no snoocha.
Okay.
Obi how be obe boss dia. The time snow kwa manenko. There are others who help you prune it.
Okay.
And there are others who help you harvest. Into I normal. I don't think say into the first thing say be our time on soon and all prone so for very restraining. The second one is say it be a soft on a personal be a why too close to you. So that separation that is going to be difficult.
Wow.
And then the last one so be a envy. Maybe a soft on say you're going to break the church. out of that, he'll try to sabotage you and all those things. But I think, say, release the person, let the person go. I think let them go.
We had a go pay. To French pa, we had a go pay Ivory Coast na, and I'm a do koye na.
And San Americano. Inti me share I saw no attack rather no. Now there was a need. It's often our Cote d'Ivoire if you go America. So the church was going down. My bishop called me, said, Tama, I saw now Cote d'Ivoire ego. Quickly I should rush there. So what I was doing was I go there weekends and I come back to Takoradi. So I was driving.
Who drive Cote d'Ivoire from Takoradi
every week. Every week.
Cross the border no.
Yes, because I saw weekend. My birthday Wednesday with Takoradi. Every week, consistent. I never missed one day. Namako. Till say, me call first. No, me 15 members. I saw no go maka 15 within a year. I need 2,000.
Wow.
Within a year, I need 2,000. So I had to now move in and go and stay there
and take care of the 1,000 because it's no more 15 now. Bit matter control no.
And maybe another branch cry. You one branch Makori. And another branch source. Maybe friend Kumasi.
Okay.
And by the grace of God, no me peja edino or Cote d'Ivoire. To me ba Ghana no. We needed to come back to Ghana. To be back to Ghana, me bra, and as my bishop was also coming back to Ghana, North Europe. Nyame akasa chance ombra back to Africa, and of course, the wise and them so akasa chance I should move on. And I didn't want to break the church. I didn't want to destroy what we have built over the years. So the best thing is to leave and go very far. That is how I moved to America.
Go far, say.
There is something I tell people. Don't take the people na papa no. And as I saw now example. Me fan say I saw even Abba. Sorry. Now so nyame afro se kotel ho a. Edwuma wa yen gye nyina. Nyame on fro na won break the same church na of freo no. It's never possible. Na nyame freo. Nyame freo a omo unipa o. Omo wadom.
Fadum no.
Omo wadom na ne asase. Udo asase so nipa beba. So if you want to break the old church, pull people from the old church to use it to build that, it's wrong. You can't break wall, an old wall, use the blocks to build a new wall. It doesn't work like that. And one year day. So I didn't want to stay around Ghana. I remember say one member bid me chiaba. I didn't want anybody. So I had to leave and go very far. America there over Jefferson so about sorry. Because here we were playing about 8.9. So I left on a clean sheet, went to America. Then later, as you know the story, when I came back again, God told me to stay. Never started new work. I say, we started from the scratch. I didn't know anybody. The only person I know was you. And then one or two people be almost so you can't cry.
Wow. Who's your friends in a way?
I'm a pastor, sorry, since 2006. I think 2005 or 2006 to 2010. So 4 years. For a little below 4 years.
Now, natural.
Me. And so many deal. Also, there is something about me, I love ministry. I am ministry. This is me. The definition of Emmanuel Adjei is ministry. I love ministry to the core. I don't get tired. So anything I'm here to do ministry, I'll go all out and have it. I realize do Cote d'Ivoire. French will be an impediment. It will be an obstacle my way. So what did? I pushed through to learn it in 6 months. Manko French school. I was learning through my interpreter. Me can't say lift up your hand. No, say lift up me. Into me all kind of musician. I say all kind of musician.
Okay.
Into musician from my interpreter. Sandrine. Within 6 months, I make me French. Me counselor me here bio.
Oh.
Because I can have it every day.
Lift up your hands. No, so I can.
Okay, and so can be tea. For that all, open to John chapter. No, say tabib dan leave the Jean chapitre. Let me need them. I can't cry now. This yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No true French.
Yeah, me I don't. Make me ready.
To be reading so.
Oh yes.
Now we didn't see in near the account.
Sir, you have to move that step further.
After say what ten or
Yes.
so soon.
And to make I say, There's a lady BFN Babasaki. Ono Cote d'Ivoire first, as I may call. Inti me kotono ho. Let me be say, if I want to write, I want to read, what do I do? No catch me say, mintie or news more, Cote d'Ivoire news. I mean, Tom on newspapers and kind.
I didn't know only more alphabet.
That was the advice the lady gave me. Babasaki, second day. I think I'll talk about this year. So let me show my news. I show my news. Omutie. I want to know more church was. And I share kanga na maton paper na me kind me who we na me kanga.
Obi a who we that kind.
Oh, so I did be obese you bet me ayo. What me when him bring enter.
Wow.
Into me who na my circle, my secretary ni ba. Sandrine manam so we dey no watch them na sa. Into I cannot say them 100%, but at least make me the travel. Any country I go in the world, I can speak French, I can write French, I'll sail through.
Can you preach with it?
I can't.
You can't preach in French.
Preach. I can communicate but not preach.
Okay.
Once I preach, your senses, all your senses will be working. And I hoop a lot. I do a lot of hooping.
I know.
So it's very difficult to hoop. I mean, to me, I hoop your team. I hoop your French.
I hope you will kill mommy.
That I say, I will tell me how to preach in tree because I started my early ministry in Cote d'Ivoire. Real
one-on-one, personal.
I build something formidable. Yeah.
Wow. Prof, then you would challenge in life. Okay, which yeah, a house who young car, Usians are there no. Go back. I want you to what can send me brave? Why do life to her now? They are not missing your early days. No need in a young car be okay.
I am not sure.
You're not sure?
I think every stage of my life is good for me, and it has helped me. There's something you have to understand, that in the university of the Lord, there is no double promotion. Every class is important for your spiritual growth. So every stage of my life has made me who I am today. I'm resilient. I can survive anywhere. I said to somebody that, fish better than papa, sorry. I've become very resilient, and betrayals have helped me not to trust so much in men, but to trust in God the more. I've said this over and over. I love people, but I don't trust people. I trust God. Because the man who is showering praises on you today will leave you tomorrow. And it has helped me all these years. Into whatever I've been through is good for me.
What's some of the disappointments where she a strike your pa?
Oh, a lot. The one.
If you not even mention names, fine.
No, I will not mention names.
Kache.
People you trust. People you think you are helping. People you think you've held their hand, showed them ministry. People you think you've brought them closer to your chamber. People you think you've made them know who you are. Turn out to stab you at the back and say nasty things. Not today. It has happened over and over and over. So I've come to realize sometimes it's better to love people but give them an arm distance. Let them not know you too well.
Wow. So Obeka said, making sure people don't know you that deep is very important.
Very important. They are. I've come to realize never teach people your source of power. Never teach people. Your source of power means where you succeed. Don't tell anybody.
Wow. How would they learn?
Unless the person is a loyal son. Test loyalty before you open your doors to people. Don't teach people your source of power. Don't teach people your source of wealth. Don't teach people. Are you understand me? And don't teach people your next move. Let your next move be a mystery. Let your source of power be a mystery. Let your source of wealth be a mystery. When people get these three things about you, you are gone.
Papa, son, repeat it. People are watching. People are learning from it.
There are three things you should keep from people. Your source of power.
Your source of power. Baby, you to me free.
There's certain hours I'm a bomb pie. I mean, there are certain kind of prayers I pray. I will not tell anybody. It's my secret. Number two, unless people are very close, I will test your loyalty for a very long time before I tell you. Because a lot of people, Bible says, don't give post to novice. There are people you taught them how to pray. And because they were novice, no, a real trim and they misbehaved. Your source of wealth. Never teach people your source of wealth. They make you maybe in Casabia or Drubio, no, not really. Not really. Don't teach people your source of wealth. Don't. Let it be mysterious. Everybody you see on air, on Forbes, they'll say they are into real estate. It's not true. It's just a facade. They are doing other things that is making them wealthy. One day they interviewed McDonald's and they said, you are the richest person in the world because of McDonald's. I was saying it's never true. McDonald's is not the source of my wealth. The source of my wealth is real estate. So, Obiafi said McDonald's way, but there is something that is pushing him, making him wealthy. Let people know, say, Happy FM, Nema Unyesika. But in reality, there's something else you are doing to affect your money. Always make sure you let people know what they want to know, not people to know what
you want to tell them.
Yeah, you should be very careful.
They should what they want to know.
Yeah. That is the reason why you will never see me post. God warned me some time back never to post my family on social media. I stopped. Even when my wife celebrated her birthday, it took me some time before I posted her. Not because I don't want to show my family, but sometimes you put them in a way how you create a lot of prayer points you should not pray.
Okay.
You understand? So I stopped posting my children. I stopped posting my family. I am the one, Shemi. Almost of my pictures are pictures from church. I will not do personal pictures. And then don't tell people that your next move.
Your next move.
Let it be a mystery. Let your next move be a mystery. Let it be a mystery. Wow. Give them the wow factor. I'm always doing something, but you will never know until it's out.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.